Hello and welcome aboard Lemaire, my 1980 39-foot Cavalier built in New Zealand. I bought her in late 2017 and she's been my home ever since. I've spent the last several years working to make her more comfortable, upgrading old and outdated systems, as well as repairing some problematic structural issues. It's a work in progress, but I am making headway. My near-term goal is to sail and explore the local islands here along the California coastline, all in preparation for my goal to ultimately take off on an extended offshore adventure. Good afternoon, everybody, and Happy New Year to you. And welcome to January 1st, 2021.
It's 2022.
What's that?
It's 2022.
2022?
Yeah, 2022.
No way. It's 2021.
No.
Right?
Last year was 2021. It's 2022.
You gotta be kidding me. What the f***? Holy shit. You're right. Oh, okay. Well, alrighty. Well, Happy New Year. It's 2022. God, that year went by quick. You know, and I thought I was going to get a jump on the new year by doing a video first day of the new year with a project that I just completed, but now that I think about it, it's been close to a year since I finished this project. Oh well, I'll show you how lazy, or not really lazy, but how delayed I am in getting my videos done. So, wow, I guess I didn't really present that much video last year, and that's kind of on me. So let's see if I can do better this year. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to show you this project that I did in 2021, and that would be my curtains in my main salon here. As you can see, I've got nice sliding gray curtains here. And yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, this was kind of a carryover from my 2020 projects. And yeah, I was kicking up a lot of dust in you know, doing the fiberglass work and grinding and so forth, that I figured I was just going to take out all the old curtains that were in here, which were quite a mess to begin with. I mean, from day one, I knew I wanted to get rid of them, but I figured I'd get rid of them at the time because I didn't want them just to hold all this fiberglass dust. So I just covered the windows with some craft paper. So I had that up for about 6 months while I was doing all the work here in the bilge. And so finally, when I got done with that, and early part of 2021, I decided to go ahead and get some new window coverings in. I wasn't sure at first if I was going to actually do curtains. I looked at a couple of other options like shutters, Venetian blinds, you know, a kind of a cloth covering that you could snap over the window and remove when you wanted to open them up, which didn't sound that great. And then also these kind of plastic sheets that you attach to the glass or the Lexan of the window, and you can kind of slide them to give a little bit of privacy. But really, at the end of the day, none of those aesthetically really kind of pleased me. So, and they were also going to be pretty pricey. And I was looking to do all of the projects of 2021 on a budget because, yeah, due to the COVID situation, I was, as they say, underemployed. And yeah, in fact, true reason why I didn't do a lot of videos in 2021 was because I was really focused on just trying to get some work and keep things afloat, literally and metaphorically. But anyway, where was I with that? So yeah, so the projects that I was doing were intended to be things I could pretty easily manage and without spending a ton of money. And the curtains was one of those. So again, as I decided ultimately that I was going to just go with traditional curtains, and the first thing is I didn't know how to sew, so that was going to be something I was going to have to figure out. And fortunately, related to that, I did have access to a machine. My dad, pretty much all the time I was growing up, always had an industrial sewing machine around. He actually went to trade school early in his life and learned how to do car upholstery. And in fact, even at one time, he had a company that a partnership that he had, and they worked with Steve McQueen on doing dune buggies for him back in the late 60s. And so, yeah, so my dad's always kind of just had this machine around, or a machine around. And I was young at the time, and, you know, a little kid, and just never really got an opportunity to use that machine. So, when I decided to do this project, I went to my dad and asked him if I could use a machine, and if he would teach me how to sew. And yeah, so we got that worked out. Had to do a little bit of maintenance on the machine to get it up and running, but yeah, a couple hours of some training and showing me the tips, I'm pretty much ready to take this project on. So yeah, that really helped out a lot. That settled a lot of issues. I didn't have to go outside and hire somebody to do that. So the next thing I had to figure out was the material. Now, I researched the traditional kind of boat material like a sunbrella, and that stuff, while I'm sure it's going to last a long time, just really expensive. So I kind of had to dismiss that. So I was looking around online trying to find the right kind of material, and wasn't really liking anything I saw. One day I just happened to be in Big Lots looking to get some stuff for the galley, and I thought, oh wait, they've got window coverings there. So I went and checked that out, and sure enough, they had this material. They had these curtain panels. There were 2 in a pack. They were 84 inches long. And nice thing about it, they have this really cool, let me show you this. How am I doing this? Gotta flip this around here. The back of these curtains have a backing on them, so that doesn't let light shine through, and it gives it a little bit of an insulation value. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, I found these. There was enough in one package of 2 curtains to do the entire salon here, like $26. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. The next thing was I had to figure out how I was going to hang the curtains here. Now, the old curtains that were here had a metal track that went across, but they were only hung on the track at the top hem. And that always meant that the bottom of the curtains were a couple inches away from the cabin top. And, you know, when you were sailing and under heel, you know, they would be way far away. So I wanted to make sure that I had these curtains attached both at the top and bottom hem. And so to do that, I found these plastic tracks on a website called curtaintrack.com, I think it is. And yeah, you just attach it to the side. I've got them on the top and bottom. And on the bottom, what you have is this little slider that fits over the track, and it's got a hole that you can fit in a snap. And on the back of the curtains, I have this nylon tape that has buttons or snaps already attached to them at a certain interval, and then you just snap that into the track. And now you got sliding curtains. So yeah, that was really cool. So that's all. Now that I had that all sorted out, I was pretty much ready to start putting these curtains together. So had a assembly line going with my dad. I'd cut out the material, and then he'd help me kind of fold the hems, the edges over. Did a double hem on each side, and used some double-sided upholstery tape on them to hold them in place. And then I took them on the machine and sewed them all up. And in about a day and a half, we had all of these panels made. And really, really liked the way it came out. And I also, to keep them open, created these straps that have Velcro on them. And you can just bring them around here and then just Velcro them open, and they're good to go. So yeah, that was it for this project. Here they are. on all sides, and really have contributed to just the warmth and hominess of the boat. I've got privacy when I need it, and it's also great just to open them up and get some light in here. You know, I live and work on the boat, and with that craft paper I had there for the longest time, I felt like I was living in a cave, so it's really opened up the boat, which is great. And the gray color wasn't what I was originally thinking, but when I found the curtains, I kind of liked that. Gave a really nice neutral color and really lets the color of the wood stand out. And it's kind of given me some direction about how I want to redo the all of the cushions here in La Mer. Right now, I've got this Bordello red going on, and I want to get rid of that. So I'm going to likely go with a complementary neutral color, probably have a lot of gray in it. And again, I think that's just going to make the wood pop in here. So I guess I'll do that in 2022. We're in 2022, so that is my goal sometime this year. Now, this is going to be the only project I talk about in this video. In 2021, I actually did a handful of other projects that were pretty small, and I guess I should get on those and try to get those out as quickly as possible so that I can move on to projects that I actually do in 2022. Anyway, that's it. So have a fabulous new year, whatever year it is. I'm hopeful that it's better than the previous one or two. And yeah, take care of yourselves, and we will talk to you and see you soon. Bye-bye.